Alright guys, welcome back to the channel where we track down, body snatch, and react to the wildest videos I can find on the internet. And first, before we start our show, I want to thank you guys for being so patient with me. I know I've been gone for about a week. We were enjoying our turkey little vacay that my wife and I were having. We did have a great tea day. I hope you guys had a great turkey day. And I hope you guys are having a great holiday season. So without any further delay, let's get after it.
What you watch when Neil Armstrong climbs off the LEM, One Small Step for Man, that's not a direct feed from anything. That was projected on a wall in NASA, and when asked why don't we go back, NASA said, well, we can't replicate that technology. It's too difficult.
You lost the technology to get us to the moon. You just happened to lose it? Where did it go?
The Van Allen radiation belt, which is...
You guys, you do realize the whole purpose of them lying about us landing on the moon was to intimidate Russia into thinking we had some super advanced technology like, hey, look, we can land on the moon. If we're doing that, guess what else we can do? That's the whole purpose of the lying about landing on the moon. So it's insane that there was that big of a joke, or I don't even know, that big of a scam against the other countries. Like, it worked. What can you say? It worked.
High velocity particles, this energetic field that surrounds the Earth, and it's very dangerous.
We really glazed over how insanely bonkers.
Okay, this one's kind of hard to hear, guys. Let me see if I could turn up. My desktop audio is already turned up all the way, but trip out on this shit, man. If we have territories, right, that are part of America, I assume Epstein Island was American Island. If that was the case, why didn't we have military on that island to protect that island? But yet, no, we got minors and underage children being flown out here to be, trafficked. If there was a T-Rex involved. I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. Anyways, let's get back to it.
It is that a place like Epstein's Island even existed. But what most people don't know is that it wasn't the first of its kind. Decades earlier, in the middle of Lake Michigan, a desolate island owned by a wealthy Detroit socialite became the subject of all sorts of wild conspiracy theories. And at first, a conspiracy theory is exactly what most people thought it was. While on the surface, it was just a summer camp for young boys, teaching them survivalist skills in nature.
Hey, look at this jacked up hillbilly right here.
Behind the
old
scenes,
piece of shit.
these children were being flown to this island to be exploited, filmed, and traded among the men who sponsored the island's operations. The owner of North Fox Island, a man named Frank Sheldon, had purchased the land specifically for this purpose. As a matter of fact, the very first thing he did was built an airstrip on the island as a means to shuttle boys in and out. One of the men who sponsored the...
How disgusting is this, dude? Check this shit out.
Island was a former school teacher named Gerald Richards. He
Hold on.
and Sheldon ran a nonprofit called Brother Paul's Children Mission. The organization was supposed to help underprivileged youth connect with nature, but upon their plane touching down on the landing strip, the boys would soon realize that that wasn't going to be the case. Now, it's a lot to get into, so much so that we had to make our podcast episode about this in 2 parts, because the owner of the island would eventually flee the country, making it extremely difficult to charge him with any involvement. The story disappeared from the news fairly quickly and was just dismissed as an urban legend. But North Fox Island was just a tiny piece in a much larger picture of child trafficking rings happening around the world. It wouldn't...
Let's just say this is a major, major, major operation, okay? Let's just say he's way up here. Let's just say this is the top major operation. Look at all of this sub-operation that's going on here and how organized all this is. And it's all having to do with raping our children.
Be until the early 2000s that more people began examining the evidence themselves, realizing just how extensive this operation truly was. North Fox Island has also been tied to a series of unsolved child murders committed by an unknown perpetrator known only
I'd fucking bitch slap that unknown perpetrator
as the Oakland County child killer. It's an awful lot to dive into, but if you're interested, you can check out my 2-part episode on this.
Bro, that's what I'm talking. Look how disgusting this is. Can you guys see this? Let me show you right here. You guys see that airstrip? That's all you see on this island. Is the landing strip of where they drop these children off. That's all you see.
Or I can make a part 2 here.
I thought there was a wall, but it ends. Like, literally ends.
He found it, guys. It's over. The search is done. We don't have to worry about it. No more digging. He's found the edge of the earth.
Nothing's working out here.
I'd be afraid that end of that ice cap would fall
the clips are too short.
into nowhere.
There's another minute of the end of the world. Okay,
Clearly that's AI, right?
But
You guys know that?
I don't understand. We made it to the bottom. Here's your view of the ice wall. I think I'm going to try and touch it. About to be the first person to touch the ice wall. If we weren't recording this, no one
About to be the first person to break the ice wall.
There's a lot of wild stuff from the old Disney stuff. You go back in the old Disney, you're like, you guys
brutal.
bury this.
Brutal, I know. You might want to take the obviously Jewish person's nose down a little bit.
Yeah, there was one where there was it was like a big bad wolf one, and it used to be a Jewish person, and then they switched it to a wolf later.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
what?
and it's like cheap. It like won't pay the price for the baguette for the Little Red Riding Hood. You're like, what?
Oh.
Yeah, but like there's the I think it's the Little Mermaid, the spears looking like dicks. I think they probably just didn't pay their animators, and the animators were like, all right, we're just going to make everything look like a dick. But
some people do see dicks in everything, though.
There's that. It is kind of a Rorschach test.
That's a thing, yeah.
Maybe I'm one of those people. Then there's also Mickey and Minnie, like one of her bows, it does kind of look like a dick going right for her mouth. I mean, it feels like a disgruntled employee. Disney's going to get us.
They're already in trouble. They fucked up. They went too far. You were telling us about the South Park thing?
Oh, my God, dude. Jamie, have you seen the new South Park?
I definitely saw clips of it.
It is so funny. First of all, Cartman has been replaced by a black trans woman in like the ulterior universe or whatever. And the whole thing, well, it's really incisive commentary. Obviously, they always do such a good job with this.
It's the Panderverse,
which
is hilarious. It's such a great name.
All the handymen are the richest people because no men know how to do anything anymore because they went to college. So it's all about how college has made us stupid, and we need handymen to do everything now because we're using Siri and whatever. So there's the handyman bought Instagram and now is like going to space because he's just a billionaire. And then Cartman is it Catherine Kennedy who runs Disney, but ran Lucasfilm and whatever. And her whole thing is just make it a girl and make her gay, make it a girl and make her gay. for every movie they're pitching, and she gets like served food at a restaurant, and she's like, "I told you to make it a girl, make it gay." It's hilarious. It's so well done.
Yeah, how did people that are that goofy get in control of media like that?
I think that like I think we're going to look back at this time and go like, remember when we thought 300 comments on Twitter represented everyone?
Right.
Remember when we had that confirmation, but we got scared of a bunch of tweets, half of which might just be bots or truly crazy people?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know what the statistic is now.
Also, people crazy enough to be commenting on things all day.
Yeah, good or bad.
The people that I know that are on Twitter all day commenting on stuff, they're mentally ill.
That's right.
Like the ones I know are mentally ill. I know they're all fucked up. I know they're medicated to shit.
Yep.
And then they're on there freaking themselves out, arguing with people all day.
I think not only are they medicated on whatever they're on, but also I think Twitter is a drug. I mean, you get that hit of self-righteous indignation. You get it's like the people who write in to complain about their Mr. Goodbar being rapped weird. You know what I mean?
And for actors and people in show business, it's almost like you're testing yourself out, like writing scripts for yourself.
Yeah.
To be like a hero in this scene.
And like I think a lot of people need to be heard. Totally get that. You know.
Oh yeah, that's real too. I mean, there's a real application for it in terms of your ability to communicate about things and learn more about other people's perspectives if you can cultivate a good group of humans. But if you're famous, that's not tenable. Like there's too many people. If you're dealing with a product like a Disney film, there's just too many people. There's too many people. You're never going to be, and you're just going to encounter what you encounter. It's random. It's not like you're getting the ones from, like, I went to Stanford and asked the psychologists what their opinion on. No. You're just getting getting the wildest of wild opinions from who knows how many different groups of people. Yeah. And you just, whatever you scroll into, that's what you read.
Do you think there'll be a day where we look back?
Hey, that's the crazy thing is a lot of people are watching TikTok and just believing it. And just, I'm going to give you a prime example. Okay? There's people that will see something, a Mandela effect, okay? And say that they remember it a certain way. But it might be that they're remembering something else and getting it confused. Because I clearly, distinctly remember something being a certain way and somebody else telling me that it was another way. So, I mean, Mandela effects do happen. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking all crazy. Mandela effects do happen. It's just weird, man. The whole Disney thing, the Mandela effect, all this shit.
Remember when you could just like be on Twitter all day? Like, is it going to be the way?
Well, people believe what they want.
Remember, you used to be able to smoke inside.
No, because people are just going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't physically feel bad, even though it is bad. We're really bad at things that don't burn our fingers. Like, ouch. We're really bad at just continuing to do certain things like a Twitter type deal, or just any kind of online social interaction is so different than regular human interaction that if you get used to doing it all the time, it kind of like reprograms the way you communicate with people, period.
It's just like the new normal.
Yeah, you see people like spill over, like Twitter talk spill over in real life with horrible consequences.
It's like my favorite Mike Tyson quote is the problem with people today is you can talk shit and not get punched in the face.
Yeah.
And then you see him talk shit in person, it doesn't go so well.
Yeah, that's real. I mean, you're supposed to have consequences for your behavior.
Like a bunch of my friends that are parents say that like bullies will come in and they'll say the craziest shit just because they've been on Twitter or online or on those video games where you're allowed to like talk shit and then you go into the real world and it's a little different.
Yeah.
One was replaced.
Same thing with Kanye, bro. He's the real Chris Brown, and he's not allowed to get on stage. It's the only way he can make some money.
So you feel like that was like a lookalike that did that?
Huh? Do I feel like it was a lookalike in Chris Brown's body?
Wait a damn minute.
Okay.
No, Chris Brown is not that. It's just the same. It's the same thing with Kanye, bro.
The taller Kanye, the smaller Kanye,
I was Ye. They started making more Ye's. Chris Brown is not Chris Brown on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because I'm an alien.
What? It's not Chris Brown on stage, bro.
Let him close up. Chris Brown, he believes in UFOs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Do you think you ever been abducted?
Hell nah.
You think you ever seen anything that looked different? Why do you believe?
Because I'm an alien.
Why?
Because I'm an alien.
Okay, explain.
I can't
Do
explain.
do you feel like, and I don't mean, you know, sometimes people think alien with the eyes and outer space and all that stuff, but you really feel like you're not of this.
You guys think there's like do you guys think the people in Hollywood are lizard people? Do you think they're reptilian of a reptilian race? Do you think people of power are reptilian race? Let me know what you guys think, man.
I'm an alien.
By the way, this video is...
This 19-year-old girl disappeared after revealing that how she
BTW, this video is for entertainment purposes only, guys.
escaped the system and travel full-time. Let's listen in.
Remember, my friends, life is a video game, and you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, at any time of any day. All you need to do is understand that you have to spawn, you have to place your video game character where you want it. Right now, as an American 19-year-old girl, I'm in Thailand, and I'm at this beautiful temple. Look at that, and there's monks behind me meditating back there. And I'm out here exploring the world. 3 years ago from today, I never thought this would be possible. I could experience these things and do these things as a girl from a small town. Life is a video game. You play it like a video game. And you play yourself like your character. You are on levels. And you can choose to pass the level or keep going over and over and over and replaying that same level. You're sitting here right now watching this video, maybe in your bedroom.
Bro, this girl is spitting gems right
maybe
now.
At 3 a.m., maybe dreading school the next day. Exams coming.
A 19-year-old girl says she escaped the system by treating life like a video game, choosing her own missions, breaking the usual rules, and traveling full-time. She moves from place to place like she's unlocked a secret mode no one else can see.
But why
Follow if you're not gay.
The bottom of the world? I tell you one reason they're interested. It's by far the most...
Follow if you are, fuck it.
...valuable, important place left in the
What does it matter?
For science. That's why the scientific groups all over the nation are really interested. But more important...
In fact, I was just thinking about that, man. I didn't like that this said follow if you're not gay. Why? What the fuck does it matter? I don't care what your sexual preference is. You guys do you. You know what I mean?
Than that, it has to do with the future of the nation, those to come after us, or even during your lifetime, because it happens to be an untouched reservoir of natural resources. And you know, as the world shrinks with an ever-increasing acceleration, far-flung places once useless, like we thought the North Pole was, and no man's land, become very useful. The bottom of the world will be important, not only to us, but to our allies.
I was going to ask you, does it have military importance?
It has some, and as the world shrinks, it will continue to shrink with an ever-increasing acceleration, thus bringing these places closer. And in the future, I can see a time when it will be very, very important strategically.
Well, has the development of air power increased the strategic importance of places like the
very much
Palma Peninsula, was it?
Very much so.
Crazy.
This man disappeared after exposing the truth about crystal energy. Let's listen it.
Alright guys, we have two
Watch this.
here.
This is tight.
And I'm going to rub these together, I'm going to turn off the light, and you're going to see something. Check this out. And the craziest part,
was they weren't hot after all that friction. And also, before my grandfather died, he left our family a bunch of these notes on how spirit was
A man vanished without a trace just days after revealing what he claimed was the hidden truth behind crystal energy. He had spoken about secret experiments, unusual power sources, and a force that certain groups didn't want the world to understand. Friends say he seemed anxious, watched, and convinced something was coming. Then, overnight, he was gone, leaving only questions, whispers, and a truth that may have cost him everything.
What if I told you, the moment he finally spoke the truth, they didn't celebrate him. They declared him insane.
Before you label or condemn me, don't treat me like a criminal, because I am innocent.
Michael Jackson didn't say it on stage, and he didn't say it in some glossy interview.
In the last few weeks, a large amount of ugly, malicious information has been released into the media about me. Please keep an open mind and let me have my day in court. I deserve a fair trial like every other American citizen.
He whispered it when the cameras weren't supposed to be rolling. Because behind the sequins, behind the moonwalk, behind the global worship, was a man under pressure.
Were you under the influence of drugs or alcohol that impaired your ability to understand what you were doing?
A man pushing against something far bigger than fame. A man who, some believe, was silenced before he could finish what he started. And here's where it gets strange. Michael Jackson didn't just irritate a few executives. He confronted them. He went to war with the machine itself. And right before he died, he was doing the one thing no other artist had ever dared attempt. He was trying to control the entire music industry from the inside out. It began with a catalog, but not just any catalog. Sony ATV, the holy vault of modern music. The Beatles, Elvis, Marvin Gaye, Bob Dylan. Songs that printed money every single minute. And in 1985, Michael Jackson bought it outright. Not a slice, not a share, all of it. One of the most influential black artists in history, quietly buying the blueprint of Western pop music, wasn't just business, it was tectonic. Even Paul McCartney warned him, not about the deal, but about the enemies it would create. But Michael didn't back down. He merged the catalog with Sony's and walked away with half of the most powerful music library on Earth. In that moment, he wasn't just the king of pop. He held the keys to the kingdom. And that's when everything changed. Because suddenly, he wasn't a superstar. He was a freak, a predator, a man who bleached his skin, hated his race, slept in chambers, clutched dolls. Stories designed to turn a legend into a circus. The media flipped. The lawsuits
destroyed
poured
that
in.
dude, man.
The narrative twisted. Because Michael Jackson's...
Listen, I grew up with Michael Jackson playing in our radios, you know, and like one of our favorite movies growing up was Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. And to watch this dude just go from the king of pop to just being destroyed. Socially, mentally, probably spiritually. And they took that dude out. He was entirely too powerful, too strong, too rich.
Stopped being profitable to the right people. He stopped being controllable, and he started talking. There's one speech, rare, barely seen, where he stands before a crowd, not singing, but warning. He says the history books lie. The media is manipulated. The industry is a conspiracy. Not...
You know how they say Hollywood tells you the truth?
It's crazy, huh? Michael Jackson stood up and he was starting to uncover a lot of things and put a lot of light on a lot of people that they were not happy about.
Or what they're going to do in movies? Well, it couldn't be more true in this movie, which was in 1997. It's called Conspiracy Theory. And I was not awake in 1997. I am now, and oh my gosh, here is the opening scene to the movie. You might want to go watch it again.
Why is it? This dude is just rambling. Oh my goodness.
What you watch when Neil Armstrong climbs off the LEM, One Small Step for Man, that's not a direct feed from anything. That was projected on a wall in NASA, and when asked why don't we go back, NASA said, well, we can't replicate that technology.
We really glazed over.
We definitely did. Anyways, that's it for the show for today, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping in. Again, if you guys like the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like, and make sure you leave a comment. And until next time, guys, much love and stay lifted.